in. You want to get one of these arms out. Okay. All right. So if you want to somehow push and get with this hand fighting, right? Or maybe I'm going in for your pants. Push this hand down. Boom. Okay. At the same time, get that foot right across my shoulders. That's right. Now, put your other leg up to lock it in. It's secure. Push this elbow right across. So this works exactly. Now, you want to tighten up, squeeze. Now, as I pull my head out, pull my head down at the same time. Oh, there we go. All right. Nice.
The number one self-defense tool that we can practice every single day is situational awareness. Attackers want someone who's going to be an easy victim. An easy victim looks distracted and not paying attention to what's going on around them. Situational awareness can mean not staring at your cell phone when you're walking down the street, not having headphones in when you go for a run so you can hear what's going on around you. If you use Uber or Lyft, make sure you're paying attention to who the driver is and where they're taking you. Parking your car in well-lit and well-populated areas, paying attention when you get in and out of your vehicle, not sharing your location on social media or oversharing personal information. Most importantly, trusting your gut. If your intuition says that something is not right, then you should listen to it. Being aware of your surroundings can prevent an attack from happening. You can easily put this into practice every single day. This is an extremely dangerous position to be in, but there is a way to get out of it. The worst thing you could do is flail around and waste your energy. Instead, you're going to try to drop one hip to the side and slide the knee through, then drop to the other hip and slide the other knee through. Then you can use your knees and your feet to create space and do damage to the attacker. I'm being nice in this situation because I don't actually want to hurt him. Normally you want to do as much damage as possible, then drop to the other hip and slide the other knee through. Then you can use your knees and your feet to create space and do damage to the attacker. I'm being nice in this situation because I don't actually want to hurt him. Normally you want to do as much damage as possible. This will give you the chance to get to your knees, then to your feet, do more damage, and then run away to safety. Practice with a partner and see how you do.
I really wish I could teach you some surefire way to get out of this position. This position is the worst. It really is. This is the shittiest position you can find yourself in. You're mounted, hands pinned down. People go, well, how do you get out of this? Now I can teach us some certain tricks and so forth, but a lot of things are not going to work in this scenario. One of the best things you could do, though, is feign compliance. Feigning that I'm going to give in. You want to try play mind games with your attacker. In this type of scenario where you are actually fighting for your life, using your mind to get inside the attacker's mind, let him believe that you are submitting to him, that you're giving in, that you're going to allow him to do what he wants. Feigning compliance might be just your one and only chance to get him to release a hand so that you can attack back to the eyes or the throat, something to make that attack stop.
Top 3 self-defense strikes. Open palm strikes are better than a closed fist strike because closed fist punches can cause us to break our fingers or our hands, and we want to keep ourselves safe. Next, we have elbows. Use the pointy part of the elbow, not the forearm. The forearm won't do any damage, but the pointy part of the elbow will. Last but not least, we have knees. Knees you really can't go wrong with. No matter where you hit the person, it'll hurt.
If you're afraid that in a self-defense situation you might freeze up and it's a legitimate fear, there are 2 things that you can do right now that might help prevent that from happening. Here's the first thing. Fill your files. When we're in an emergency, when we're startled, or when we're in a threatening situation, the survival part of our brain takes over and triggers the fight, flight, or freeze mechanism. Instantaneously, without you even thinking about it, your brain assesses, can I get away? Can I flee? If not, it assesses, can I fight back? And if those files are empty, it's going to freeze up. It's a protective mechanism to help minimize the pain and trauma of the attack. But you can fill your fight files. You can learn self-defense and practice self-defense so that when your brain goes to those files, there's content in there and you're more likely to be able to fight back and protect yourself. Part 2, coming right up. If not, it assesses, can I fight back? And if those files are empty, it's going to freeze up. It's a protective mechanism to help minimize the pain and trauma of the attack. but you can fill your fight files. The second thing that you can do to help prevent yourself from freezing up in a self-defense situation is to set an intention. Because here's the thing, if somebody's attacking you, they have an intention. It might be to rape you, it may be to rob you, it may be to kill you. You don't know. But the danger is if you don't have an intention, then their intention dictates what happens next, and that is not good. The good news is that you can set an intention today, like right now, that if you're ever forced into a self-defense situation, you will fight back. You will protect yourself. But there's one thing I want to say here. If you've ever been attacked and you didn't fight back, or if you're ever attacked in the future and you freeze up, it's not your fault. The attack is never the victim's fault, whether you fight back or freeze up.